What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Patty, and back after a little bit of a break. We actually did put out a video yesterday. We were trying out some new content, doing some VR stuff, so go take a look at that. If you're noticing, hey man, you look a little different, that's because we still have all the settings for the VR stuff set up, and I want to try and do some more recording of that this weekend, so we're just going to have a real skinny Patty over here in the corner. But hi, how you doing? Missed your faces. And one of the things that I noticed on my break, looking at my analytics, was one of the most consistent things, showing up over the couple of days I wasn't putting out any content, was that my Soul Dancer videos were like my 2 and 3 things getting some views. So when I was, making content every day and putting out doubles on the weekends and everything, it was hard to see some of those numbers. But hi, how you doing, Soul Dancer fans? I see that you all are here now. I apologize. We getting to you now. I've actually been working on my Soul Dancer, and as you can see in that top little corner, we've got our Soul Dancer to 80. So we want to go ahead and take a quick look at the DeepTalents for Soul Dancer. Again, this is an alt class, so this is not something I'm going to pretend to be some huge, giant expert on. But I can tell you what I see people for the most part going for in the talents, and then we'll just kind of look at them as a whole. We'll spend a little bit more time on this character over the next couple of days, and hopefully get an updated Soul Dancer guide out. So, just to let you know where we're at with everything, let's go ahead and take a look at these DeepTalents. So we just hit 80, obviously. I was scrambling like a madman to make that happen. But the one I'm seeing people grab the most is going 5 into Might of the Doppelganger here, where you get increased damage across the board, and then picking up some water mastery that basically your most basic attack that's on the shortest cooldown then increases your water attack, which affects all of your skills. So that's, I can see why that gets picked. So let's go ahead and grab these real quick. Alright. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of them real fast. This one I could, honestly, if I didn't know that this was the norm, I would have assumed that this one would have been really good, since CDR does such great things for Soul Dancers. But also I think by the time that we start, unlocking the later tiers and have more talent points, when we have, this level 105 gear, we're going to be getting so much, cooldown reduction that this talent will probably become a little bit more relevant then, but I can see how it's skipped now. Over here on the other side, we've got some gravity effect. Allies whose size were increased by time expansion have increased knockdown and aerial res. So whoever you have your soul link for, basically, usually the tank, the dungeon, this just means that they're going to have more resistance to getting that CC happening on them. So that's definitely a benefit. Always remember to do your soul link, kids. I've seen a couple posts on Reddit that was like, what's this gold chain thing? That's someone trying to save your life, bud. Or not save your life, but, just make you a little bit meaner, you know what I mean? So we already know what Water Mastery does. Further down that chain, we've got Double Impact. Ice Glare Shock has a chance to basically trigger itself again. And after you level that up all the way, it's going to have a 10% chance. And the very final version makes it essentially heal somebody. So again, just want to harp on the fact that that's your skill with the shortest cooldown that gets used a lot. So having that utility where it's A, boosting your damage, B, sometimes being cast again, and then finally healing on itself. I can see why people are working on this tree. That is a very, very powerful combo for whatever you're doing in the game. So the middle part of that tree is going to be Demon Claw. Azure Mark has a chance to trigger delay whenever it deals damage. Okay. And then Phase Shock deals increased damage and has a chance to trigger aerial. So that doesn't combo and chain as strong as all of these things together. But this is also a split tree, so maybe it will make more sense on this side. We already looked at the increased resistance. Increased magic attack. So that's not bad. That's not super amazing. But I can see potentially if you have this, full built out, getting the increased damage over here and the increased magic attack here, is all feeding into each other nicely. So in the middle we've got Essence, increased max HP. Max HP increased by 5%. Nothing wrong with that. Healing Wind, gain increased move speed for 4 seconds when receiving a heal, stacks up to 3 sides. Oh, move speed by 4, not 4 seconds, excuse me. That's not bad. I wonder if that gets, if that's just for you or anyone on your team that's getting a heal. Because if that's everybody on your team that's getting a heal, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that a whole lot. We've also got Drive. Time expansion increases endurance recovery for 12 seconds. Okay. That's nice. I feel like that's going to be more beneficial in PvP, where you're really like just darting and using and that really beating on your endurance more than in any other thing. Further down that list, with a nice speed buff, there's a little drain life. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that, if you have to have the killing blow, if you just have to be fighting something that then dies to get that HP, because if you're fighting a whole bunch of stuff, with other people, chances are you're not going to be like getting the killing blow a lot. You're more of the consistent damage and survivability role. So hopefully that just counts if you're helping kill someone and they die. Sturdy is gain a damage reduction effect for 3 seconds on receiving control effect. Can only trigger once every 3 seconds. I mean, there's diminishing returns on stuns anyways, so this'll be pretty basically active whenever you are getting stunned, which is nice. It goes up to 20% too with upgrades. So I mean, that's if you're doing a lot of PvP, the center talons might be your best bet. Dirge is going to be on taking lethal damage, heal up to 2 allies within 5 meters. Each ally can only be healed once every 5 minutes by this effect. That just sounds like okay guys, good luck, I'm gone. Hopefully, I don't like the idea of talents too much dependent on like, okay, you didn't do enough and you died. I don't know if if that's really gonna turn a fight that you got murdered in as the soul dancer, but we'll see how that plays out once we actually start getting towards that level. Body of Purity, increased super armor duration when using a dodge skill. Okay. And then Runic Resonance, absorbing a hero rune has a chance to reset all skill cooldowns. Okay. That's nice. That's actually probably the best thing I've seen in this tree, and this was a and I liked a few things in this tree, so that says a little bit. Over on our right side, we've got the increased damage by 10% once it's fully skilled up. That's nice and pretty. Recall Light gives a healing bonus. Transformation reduces enemy endurance. Okay. They're already not able to do a whole lot once they're in transformation, so I guess if that just reduces their energy or endurance further from what they go into it with, they have less of a chance to run away when they get out. I'm guessing that's what that's going for, so I can see that being yeah, especially if you max that up all the way, it completely kills it. Yeah, okay, I see what they're going for there. That's pretty mean. That's mean-spirited. In the middle tree, we've got Encourage, deal increased damage within 5 of Gemini. Okay, that's not too bad. I see people probably picking that up once we start getting up to level 90 and everything. Because even if you use one of your skills that send him off, it's not that hard to get back into range with him and plan some of your AoE around him if you're actually getting a decent amount of damage increase from him. So that's pretty solid. Defend, Recall Light gives allies in its area a shield when it expires. Again, that's not too terrible. I feel like there's more strong things in this tree than in the middle one, but the left still has my heart. Synergistic Locating, increased hit percentage when attacking at the same time as Gemini. Okay, I mean, I feel as a 4th row talent you could have come to the table a little bit heavier than that, but transformed enemies have more reduced speed. Oh, that's just mean on top of that. So they've got no endurance and they're not going anywhere. That's I feel like you're gonna know when someone hits you with that one. And then the final one on this talent that's actually not connected to anything, so you don't have to invest in, you know, all these trees to be able to get to it. That's interesting. Time control, time lock, stops enemy skill, and EX cooldown. That is very good. That is way stronger than a few of these other things, I feel. Wow. Okay. That's not too bad. But alright, let me know what you guys think and everything. And then keep an eye out. We're probably going to try and do the updated Soul Dancer guide sometime in the next 2 or 3 days. But I appreciate your faces, and I'm going to see you in the next one. It's been your boy Petty, and we out of here. Deuces.